Tuesday, the 16th of December 2025, and welcome to our today's edition of Press Review, in which we take you through some of the stories that have been written in our newspapers. And as usual, with us here are the Daily Times and the Nation newspapers. In our today's program, you're with me, Charity Chilanga, and my colleague
Tandiwe Mzumara.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. How are you?
I'm okay.
Thank you.
You all seem jolly.
9 days to Christmas.
Oh, is it?
Mpunga nyama.
Oh, wow. Mwakamu usungira December so no soja mpunga nyama. Mzoja wa Christmas. Ainde tijadi.
Tijada papa tukuchotsera masiku.
9 days to Christmas.
Yes.
Masiku ndakutamanga.
Masiku ndakutamanga.
And you know, I feel like chaka chinojo generally ndatamanga.
Yeah.
So much so that the olo beno kamaganizira kuti in a few days tikabino to 2026.
Imagine they ugamba organize zote okay I wanted kuti ndiwanelitse izi chakachi. Kumano kangati zilichete ndomuona tingati chakachatamanga.
Umazaona ngati kuti there isn't really much imene suna bange.
Yes.
Komano kunena chilungamo, I think if you sit down with yourself umazaona about okay izi sinawanitse but at least I tried to do this.
Yeah.
Shoma khawusuti effort suna ike. Effort umayika. Paleka mimi ngena kakati effort ndeti mayika koma khanga dziko yakela effort sino.
Oh.
Aditi kuika effort mudziko lolawira.
Ayizipo.
Koma mbea.
Tika na mayikela dziko line.
Mwina. Komabe mudziko momwe muno ena
zikwathekera
ndinkhani yongoti nthawi yakwenkulu kwanire uboleze
chifukamo muno ena amiro ine singapite kunja singelekeze kuti anthu amapita South Africa amati ndichani kwenikweni ine ndisingelekeze and anthu otero amakhala zoti minaso zawo zili pabwino
exactly
anza ena zikwathekera muno
yeah
ndithudi. All right, beginning with the very front page of the Nation newspaper. APM jets back but having trade and domestic agenda means retail list, and the story is on page 2. Patrick says President Peter Mutharika last evening returned home through Bakili Muluzi International Airport in Luntha from South Africa, where he spent 2 weeks on a private visit. Abulia anaritawa kainzi komoto.
Yes, he has been away for 2 weeks.
Yes, 2 weeks. And katikati mwa 2 weeks mwina abwera lero.
It was a private trip.
Sama kagira ntchito za boma anapitira
chimene amakaendera sitikuchidziwa.
Yes.
Mwina tizachidziwa but perhaps maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Ndiye abwera kuti after paraka manungunungu abwera lero alephera abwera lero alephera. Yeah, he's finally back.
On the front page of the Daily Times, there's a story here. A headline reads, "A long wait for Zambia maize. Ministry maintains procurement processes completed." Part of the story reads that Malawi only signed an agreement with Zambia for the procurement of 200,000 metric tons of maize during the week ending December 5th, 2025, raising uncertainty over when the staple will begin arriving in the country to cushion millions of Malawians who are facing hunger, the Daily Times has learned. Sources privy to the deal provided in the Daily Times that the maize may not start arriving until after December, despite earlier assurances of swift intervention. It's been a minute number
being assured.
Malawi and Zambia signed, and I think it was even before launch of FCP. FCP launch about 12 November, and before then, and
I think it's very number Patapita nditu timaigiro cheke after inauguration ya
president ikomaso a minister of agriculture.
Yes. Panangodutsa nditu kanthawi kochepa after my inauguration. So kumaona zoti mpaka napano chimanga sichina abwere ndizija zoti
I know there's a lot of questions. Kwambiri so chifacho nena kuti pala anthu ambiri amene they are at the risk of njala kapena kuti ali ndi njala kumene chifukwa tisati at risk chabe. As you know kuti tili mu lean season kuyambira October mpaka March. And chimanga chikufunika ndithu.
Njala kunja kuilipo lopena tikumayankhula kuti tikumafasiyanitsa ndi mbuyo mumene zimakhalira kuti mwina pofika December last year zinthu zinalimwa kuti mwakuti pano pako bola komano anthu akuvutika ndithu ndi njala.
True. Very much true.
Chikufunika
ndithu timva kuti boma likhale kuti uzazotani chifukwa ngati nkhani imene ikufotokozera kunena kuti pali kuthekera kuti chimangacho chikhozobwera after mwezi uno wa December of which chimangacho chimafunika kuti panopa chikhale kuti chilipo kale.
Yes, chimafunika zoti chikhale chilipo kale kuti chayamba kugawidwa.
Yes,
ndiye chisaza kumane ndikolola zikukubera
tiona kuti zikhale motani. I hope not chifukwa ukolola kode ndipakaletu ndipakale kwa basi.
nanga assurance awonjeza musetilili.
I know there's a lot of assurances, but nothing really to say, okay, here's the assurance.
Yes.
They're showing the action of the assurance. I think wangoshuluka mawo mangota iyo yikhani zikubwera.
That's why it is ganizo zoti tisakumanizana ndichakumunda.
I hope not. I hope not. Amalawi sangama khala kudikira zimene zozoe.
Ndayichabwino. Alright, Chimwendo remanded to prison as Mumba Kabwela get bail. It was a day of mixed fortunes for the erstwhile governing Malawi Congress Party MCP. Yesterday, as its Secretary General Chimwendo Banda was remanded to prison, while other two officials were granted court bail. Chief Resident Magistrate Austin Banda yesterday ordered that Chimwendo Banda, accused of attempted murder, should be remanded to prison, but be first taken to a hospital of his choice for medical examination. Nkhani inalowa ndipo akabwira ndi amumba apatsidwa bail pamene Achimwendo anena zoti akakhalekaye kundende podikira zakuti mulandu upite
ku high court.
Yes, upite ku high court.
The type of mulandu, attempted murder, it's too big for the senior resident magistrate court. So for now, we're hearing Kuti he has issues with his spinal cord or something like that. So he has to be sent to Chipatala and then be remanded. I think one of the stories zimene khangati kuti paja pa Malawi kubebetsa ati kuti matelo nkhani zimene zinabebetsa pa Malawi lolemba lama 15 December. One of the issues, the big headlines inali imeneyo komanso I see in there, and I've also seen in here nkhani yango zimene inachitika pa Dr. Sawa's house in the highway. Ngozi yopsa kwambiri. When I saw the pictures, especially of the extra car, at first I did not know that was an extra car. Okay, the impact, it looks like the galimoto kandi noti kandi demio small car, but to look at that impact, and it's sad,
and 6 people have died.
I'm not so sure about it because here it's written 5, and 5? Based on what the police also mentioned, it was 5. Perhaps maybe
the nation
6 people. Yes. I've seen that. Komano ndizovetsa jisoni. So there still is.
Yes,
people are mourning.
Galimoto MG. Yes, and have
Zambili. But I think the actual facts are with the police. Otherwise, about social media is can easily misallocated. So there's so much misrepresentation of facts.
Yes, social media.
Absolutely. Social media, of course, there are pages of reliable houses. You can get information. But then there are some whereby no access to social media. Everyone has access. So everyone has the platform. Condolences to, of course, the bereaved families. It is rather sad to lose so many people at once.
And are they 4, if not 5?
I've heard 4 of one family. Yes, I've heard that.
Yeah, so
moving to business. I'll take one here. A headline reads, Kwacha in Q3 slight pickup. Part of the story reads, the Kwacha gained, albeit slightly, against other trading currencies in the third quarter of 2025. Figures from the Reserve Bank of Malawi, RBM, show. In its latest financial and economic review, RBM says the local unit remained stable at 1,750 kwacha, 37 tambala, against the United States US dollar.
Okay.
Zikuoneka kuti kwacha ikukhanga tikuyima mwa duziduzi ndi sina sinthe kwenikweni because there have been instances whereby ukapita kukafuna kusintha ka the US dollar ka the kwacha and amalambiri amadandaula kunena kuti the dollar to the kwacha imakhala mambiri koma zikuoneka kuti recently mtengo wosinthira wakhala stable for a while.
Yes,
Nkasa is real, which is good. Really,
yeah,
it's good.
It's really good because yo amalawi nkani zake zimajogera kumene kuzo sisi zachuma zija zimakhala zoti zikuchokera kumene kuzo.
So definitely
the stability at least zitelo ndithu.
True.
All right, and food prices rise worry. RBM says the recent fuel pump price hike continues to impact inflation on. All right, the Reserve Bank of Malawi says the increasing threat of rising non-food inflation could dampen the country's inflation outlook despite easing food inflation, which usually drives up prices. In its latest market intelligence report, RBM observed that the 33.4% October 1st fuel pump price hike has exerted heightened pressure on prices of non-food items. That kugela ntengo wa mafuta kumene kunachitika pa 1st October. Kwa ngetsaka rundu wina wange kuti akwere ntengo. Yes,
actually makes sense.
Yes,
makes sense.
Items. Yeah, it makes sense.
For example, most of these things makazojogera kuja.
Yes.
Ndizima dalila mafuta
zifike
nziko. So inengatwa business ndikoda karundu wanga. And munthu amene akundiyamulira katundu uja ndichaja ntengo obviously ndipezeka kuti ndifuna sangakhale ama profit ndiwonjezera for kuti ndifuna ndigene fa kuti ndama zimene ndalowetsa ndi zambiri. That's the normal way imene machitira business. Of course ena amakhala panga abuse that situation
amaonjeza kwambiri imene amaonjezera ndrama zake.
There is pamakhala abuse of the situation imakhankana kuti moyo wanga uja ndomenewo ndipeze ma profit ambiri koma kumakhala kusaganizirana in real sense of it, especially in a situation whereby ukupanga zoti no ena apwetekeke ena amve kuwawa kuposeweyo sizimayenda. Moving on to arts and culture, unless if you have any more business.
No.
Okay, I will take one here. A headline reads Malawi to host Creative Industries Conference. Part of the story, the country will, through the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture, host the inaugural Investors Conference for the creative and heritage industries next year. The event will be held in Lilongwe from February 24th to the 25th under the theme Accelerating Financing and Investment in the Creative and Heritage Industries for Sustainable Job and Wealth Creation. Just by what I'm reading here, if it actually does go through the way many in the conference here, I think it is going to be a very good thing. We have so many, especially in the creative sector, we have so many talented people. Promote. We like promoting Zintu Zakunja. This conference, based on what it says here, is aimed at promoting financing and investment opportunities for the sector. We need to invest in the sector, creative industry, because you look at other countries are so well sold outside because of their creative sectors. You know, these people who are actors, musicians, and we treat it as a hobby.
Yes.
We treat it as a hobby, yet it's actually it's a career. It's an actual career because it's a talent. You also have to have the talent to be a musician. And then expect people to actually listen to me. You know, it takes there's sweat and blood that goes into the work that musicians, actors, artists, they paint and all that they put so much in it, you understand? And yet all we give back the copyright issues. You know, nyimbo sija kumango gawana, kumango download mafilimu, kumango tani, and then on top of that we add in mawo sakalabino.
Imagine.
And yet, in true sense of it, and it's not that they've done something wrong. They're good at it. Because trust, like I've said, personally, okay, I'm gonna run away from using the word envy. I'm gonna say kusirira. Ndima sida ndamene who can sing. who can dance.
Yes.
Because I unfortunately have 2 left legs. I can't sing to save my own life. But, I love that because there is so much...
It's
a gift.
Yes.
It's a gift. Now, because ndikakhalunda bweletsano kuti nsanje so bano enviwe bata ndokumakhala awaso tapetani. So I can support them with that mindset. Komano, we need to support these people. We have, and if I we actually do have talent emanating upon export outside. We have so much talent, even in Dawana sports. We know Tabitha, we know Tema. They're outside there. They are known as Malawi.
Yes.
We can do that too with the creative sector. No. Gone are the times, because if we don't support ourselves, who is supposed to support us? We're actually supposed to be the first ones to start. It starts with us, and then outside there, people are also going to actually support us.
So,
True.
All right, a new book highlights NGO governance gaps. A new book titled Effective Governance for NGO Boards was launched on Sunday night in Lilongwe, drawing attention to persistent governance gaps in Malawi's non-government organizations. NGOs, of course, NGOs, amamveka kwambiri kuti amangofuna kuoka funding komano ntchito ni background mune.
I know. It's always the very same NGOs.
Yes. When soma zangu okay, kodi kuli bungwe ilili.
Also, when almost ikani bungwe ilili pobe.
Yes.
You understand? Because sometimes zimazaoneka ngati kuti ntchito ine background isibu wilika. Chachikulu so chimene ndi muonena ngati background zimene ngati sizochitika. For example, bungwe lonena kuti it deals with gender-based violence. You look at the fact that ukapita pa ma papers awo, their documents. They have my project and my project they are countrywide.
Yes.
And yet somehow we keep on hearing and of course I know the fact that on the social media there are a lot of stories reporting gender-based violence it means and have come to know I feel like there's not much that's being done to actually curb that. Which means because that's not how it works. It needs everything that needs implementation. Everything that's to do with development.
Yes.
It needs we do it for the betterment of our own country. It's much more easier. NGOs
they are in forefront. Yeah.
They are there. Exactly.
So when NGOs in these
in the right way of because in Tanzania funding are you actually putting it to Peter? Or are you eating the money?
My proposal malimba.
Oh, trust me. My proposal I've been eyeing a certain car that I need for myself and I'm going to get it. Which is very sad. It is very, very sad. Drama zoti zimayenera kupita ku orphanage yake drama ija kumene kuja sinafika ndama imene yokafika kumene kuja yosagwirizana with the needs that are there.
Ndiye mabubu ndi awa kulembedwa kufusakatula zina mwankhani ngati zimenezi. Titati zizigwiritsa kuntchito mwina malala akhoza kusintha.
And nzeru zimene zili m'bukuzo titati zazipanga implement because I can assure you I can only imagine the gaps imene zalembedwa m'buku imene lolo. Some of which zodziwikira kuti mazidziwa. All we have to do is work on it.
Yeah.
Not be greedy. And ndamasikwana kuma zikwana chonti.
Izikwana?
Let's try.
Yeah. Tisiyesera kutero. All right, moving on to the back page. Queen's status under threat. Loss to Zimbabwe could affect team's ranking.
Silver cling to hope. That's the headline on the back page of the Times Sports. Part of it reads, Silver Strikers believe they still have a chance of defending their 10M Super League title despite trailing leaders Mighty Wanderers by 8 points with 3 matches to go. The defending champions dropped vital points when they shared the spoils with Karonga United following a 1-1 stalemate at Karonga Stadium in Karonga District on Sunday. I don't have international sports, but maybe you do.
All right, Madrid will win over else eases Alonso's pressure. Goes from Kylian Mbappe and Rodrigo goes on Sunday, and the Real Madrid a 10-1 win at Elves in La Liga to potentially keep coach Xabi Alonso in his job. I can.
No, but then there are some of those things what's happening, because I also saw on Kanye John Cena today he has retired from WWE. He has been there for a while. I think John Cena and everyone who, even if you're not a fan of wrestling, at some point you have watched it and you have come to hear about John Cena. I think for years people have seen wrestling and have seen the face of John Cena at the back of their minds when they think of wrestling. But now he has retired, and honestly we wish him all the best. He has given us entertainment. For those who like such type of entertainment, exactly, because if we're being honest, it's a weird type of hobby to like watching wrestling or boxing. Because what do you mean you like people fighting? I'm not judging, because I also do watch wrestling. Do not try this at home. Do not try this at home or school or wherever. This is done by professionals, because these people are professionals. All right,
that also brings us to the end of today's edition of Press Review. Remember, we just take you through some of the stories, and for you to have a full picture of what has been published in our newspapers, you can get your own copies. Both the Nation and the Daily Times are going at 3,000 kwacha. In our today's program, you're with me, Charity Chilang in Makori.
Atandi Wenzumara.
Continue watching Luntha television for the rest of our programs. Good morning.